The blue angle is half of 130. It is half of 130 because 130 is angle on this arc AB, and the remaining portion of the arc on the circle, you have the angle, you have the other angle, right? 130 is on this arc AB, and the other angle that you have, the blue angle that I have marked, this angle is on the other arc, on the remaining part of the circle. Okay, so I repeat again, this angle 130 degree is an angle at the center on this arc, and this blue angle that I have marked is the angle on the circumference on the other arc. So you know that angle on the circumference is half the angle at the center. So therefore, if this is 130, this has to be 130 by 2. Okay. Now once you have got this blue angle, now you can find out this red angle as 180 minus, how much this does this come to? 130 by 2. It comes to 65, I think. This comes to 65. Right. So this red angle that I have marked here, this will be 180 minus 65 because angle on a straight line. Okay. Now once I have got this red angle, now again if you see this red angle here is angle on the circumference. On which arc? On the arc BD of the circle, of the bigger circle, of the larger circle. This angle, this red angle, is the angle at C on the arc BD. Again, this angle at C, this red angle, is the angle on the circumference on the arc BD, remaining part of the circle. And if you see this angle, this green angle here, this angle is the angle that is subtended by this arc BD at the center. This, again I repeat, this green angle is the angle subtended by this arc BD at the center. And what is the angle subtended by the remaining arc on the circumference? It is this red angle. So therefore this green angle at the center must be double of this red angle, and this red angle we have calculated 180 minus 65, which is, how much is 180 minus 65? And I think 115 degree. Okay, so this green angle must be 115 into 2, which is 230, double of 115. So what should be the angle x? Angle x must be 360 minus 230, which is 130. So this is what it should be. So let us write it down. So you see that we first write angle ACB is equal to half of angle APB, half of 130, which is 65 degrees. This is because angle subtended by an arc. In this case, which arc am I talking about? AB. Angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it. on the remaining part of the circle. On the remaining part of the circle. On the remaining part of the circle, which one is the angle that I'm talking about? I'm talking about the blue angle. Angle subtended on the remaining part of the circle is the blue angle. Okay, so this is your the blue angle. Now I'll write the statement about the red angle. Angle, what are the angle that we are talking about here? Angle ECB plus angle BCD is equal to 180 degree because angles on on a straight line. Angles on a straight line, and angle ACB, I have found this to be 65. So you need to find angle BCD, the red angle. So that means angle BCD is 180 minus 65, which is 115 degree. So therefore, now we'll proceed to find out the green angle. Green angle is the angle subtended by the arc BD at the center. So therefore, angle reflex angle, in fact, BQD, reflex angle BQD. Therefore, reflex, the green angle is the reflex angle BQD. Reflex angle BQD is equal to twice of 115 degree. 2 into which angle? Angle BCD. Angle BCD. Reason is, again, angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it on the remaining part of the circle. Okay, so this is twice BCD, this is twice 115 degree, which is 230 degree. Therefore, what is X? Hence, X is equal to, this green angle is 230 degree. Therefore, this angle X here must be 360 minus 230. 130 degree because one complete angle. Okay, so this finishes off with your. Okay, it might look a little difficult problem, but actually it's not too difficult. But it is definitely a twisted problem. That much I can tell you. Now this problem is another twisted one. Okay, let's see what we can do with this problem. Let's draw the figure. Now triangle ABC is inside the circle. Okay. You have your ABC and you have I here as your in center given. So this is your in center here, I. And can anyone tell me what is an in center? Can anyone tell me what is an in center? I've explained in center here. So if you are seeing the screen, I mean, you could read and tell me what is an in center. So this is your figure, okay? Now, in center of a triangle is the point of intersection of the angle bisectors of the triangle. Just as I have explained here. See, you have your triangle ABC here, and here this is the bisector of angle A. This is the bisector of angle B, and this is the bisector of angle C. They meet at a point, and therefore that point we call the in center of the triangle. Okay. What does the bisectors mean? If I'm drawing the bisectors, that means these two angles must be equal. Angle at A must be equal. These two angles, the angles at B must be equal, and these two angles, the angles at C, they must also be equal. Okay. So with that idea, we start this problem. The first question is how to these angles are given to you 55, 65. Okay. The first question is how to find out angle BCD. And which one is angle BCD? Your angle BCD here is this angle, this red one. How to find out this angle? Now, if you see this angle BCD, this angle BCD, and this angle here, they are on the same segment. Do you agree? Do you agree or not? That these two angles that I have ticked, they are on the same segment. And which segment? BD divides the circle into two segments. The chord BD, you see the dotted line, the chord BD, it divides it into two segments. The major segment and the small minor segment here. The one that I'm shading in blue. The small minor segment here, right? So that means these two angles are angles on the same segment, angles on the same major segment. Therefore, they must be equal. Now the question is that how to find out angle BCD, the unknown angle. If you consider triangle ABC, then see very easily you can find out the third angle here. You can find this third angle here because two angles are given to you in this triangle, 55 degree and 65 degree. So how much will be this angle? 180 minus 55 minus 65. So this is going to be 60 degree. This angle at A must be 60 degree. So if I is the in center, then AD must be the angle bisector of angle A. So this must be 30 and this must be 30. And if you see the ticked angle that I have given here, there are two angles that are ticked. The angles on the same segment I already mentioned. That means this, if this is 30, this must also be 30. So that is how you find out angle BCD. Okay. So let us write it down first. We'll start by saying we'll find third angle, angle A. In triangle ABC, angle BAC, the unknown angle in that triangle, plus angle ABC plus angle ACB must be equal to 180, because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That means angle BAC plus 55 plus 65 must be equal to 180. That means angle BAC plus 120 is equal to 180. That means angle BAC is 180 minus 120, which is 60 degree. So you have found out angle BAC. Okay, the unknown angle in this triangle ABC. So therefore, what should be this angle? Angle BAD, the ticked angle. Since let's say, therefore, angle BAD must be equal to half of angle BAC. Why will this be? Because we know that since AI is the bisector of angle A, since AI is the bisector of angle BAC, because any straight line that passes through the incenter must be your bisector, as I have shown here also. Okay, from the definition of incenter, this is half into 60, which is 30 degree. Okay, and therefore, what is the angle that we need to calculate? The ticked angle. Here, angle BCD we need to calculate. Therefore, angle BCD must be equal to angle BAD equal to 30 degree. And what is the reason? Angles on the same segment are equal. Okay, so this is the solution of your first question. Now I am writing all these angles here in pencil because these are the angle that I have already found. So this is my 30. This is my 30. This I have found out to be 30. Okay. These angles I have already found out. Now let us see the second question. Angle CBD. CBD. So we are talking about this angle. Okay. So how to find out this angle? Again, if you see this angle and this angle here, they are angles on the same segment. Why? What are the segments here? The segment is divided by this DC. If you see this chord DC, this is the minor segment and the other part of the circle is the major segment. So these two angles are on the same segment. So therefore they must be equal. So if this is 30, this must also be 30. The second part of the question is a one-liner. Angle CBD is equal to angle CAD is equal to 30 degree. Why? Because angles on the same segment are equal. Okay. Next question is angle DCI. Let me just erase this first with red marks. CBD. So this angle is 30 degree. We have found. Next angle is DCI. Which angle is DCI? Which angle do we have to find out? DCI. So this entire angle we have to find out. Angle DCI. Okay, and how do we find out this entire angle? See that CI, this dotted line here, CI. Look at the dotted line CI. CI passes through the in center of the triangle. That means CI must be the bisector of this angle. That means these two angles are equal. This angle and this angle are equal. And what is this angle? This is 65 by 2 and this is also 65 by 2, right? So we have found out this angle and we already know this angle to be 30 degree. So we just add up 30 plus 65 by 2. 65 by 2 is how much? 32.5. So 30 plus 32.5 will be your unknown angle CBD, DCI, this red angle that I have marked. So let's proceed in this manner. We write first angle as say BCI is equal to half of angle ACB. Why? Because yes, you can hear me. Yes, class, you can hear me. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It got disconnected for a few moments. So BCI is half of angle ACB, half of the entire angle C actually. ACB I'm referring to angle C. So half of angle ACB, and the reason is CI is the bisector of angle ACB. So this is half into 65, which is 65 by 232 half degree. And we already know angle BCD. We have already calculated angle BCD to be 30 degree. Also, angle BCD is equal to 30 degree as shown in one above. Therefore, what is angle DCI? It is the sum of these two. This 65 by 2 and this 30. DCI is the sum of these two angles. Hence, angle DCI is the sum of 30 and 32 half, which gives you 62 half degree. Okay. So this is about the third question. Let us do the fourth question, and before that, let us mark what we have already found. Okay, so we have found here DCI, this entire angle. We have found this to be 62 half degree. Fine. So now we'll proceed here. Angle BIC, the fourth question. BIC means this angle. So how do I proceed with this angle? See that angle. Now remember this, you do not confuse I to be the center of the circle. I forgot to mention in the beginning. Do not confuse I to be the center of the circle. I here is not the center of the circle. I here simply the in center of the triangle. Okay. So mostly it gives an impression that angle BIC is the angle at the center made by the arc BC. Okay. This arc. And so what you do is you already found angle BAC. So you double. No, that will be wrong. Because remember, I is not the center of the circle. I is simply the in center of the
Sir,
triangle.
AD is the bisector of I.
AD is the bisector of
I.
AD is the bisector of angle BAC. This 30-30 angle that you can see. Do you see the angle
Sir, not the
BAC?
bisector of I.
I? What do you mean by I? Angle BIC you mean?
Angle I. Yes. Yes, sir.
Angle BIC you mean? Okay. No, I is not the AD is not the bisector of that angle. AD is simply the bisector of this angle. This entire BAC angle. Inside the triangle you see this angle. This entire blue angle.
Yes, sir.
So AD is the bisector of this angle only. AD is not the bisector of angle BIC. Okay. So how do you actually find out this angle? If you see here, BI, this dotted line, BI, you look at this BI. BI is the bisector of which angle? Angle ABC, because I is it passes through the in center. So therefore this angle must be how much? 55 by 2, half of 55. And this angle must be half of 55, right? Which is 27 and a half. Okay. Similarly, this angle here, we have already calculated this to be how much? 32 half. And this also we have calculated to be 32 half, right? In question number 3, because CI is the bisector. So therefore, what should be the third angle? Now look at this triangle, BIC. In this triangle, BIC, look at this triangle here. This is the last question I can mark. Look at this triangle. Look at this triangle, the green triangle that I marked. You know the two angles of this triangle. One is 32 and a half. The other is 55 by 2, which is 27 half. So one is 32 half. The other is 27 half. So you can find out the red angle, the unknown angle, BIC. Okay, so that is how we proceed. So first of all, we'll write here angle IBC is half of angle ABC. Why? Because BI is the bisector of angle ABC. Okay, so this comes to half into 55. 55 by 2. So this is 27 half. Next, angle BCI you have already found. BCI you have already found here in 3. BCI you have found how much? 32 half. Angle BCI is equal to 32 half as shown in 3 above. So two angles of the triangle are known. So we'll find out the third angle. The red angle that is there, we'll find that. This is angle BIC. So in triangle BIC, the unknown angle, angle BIC, which we have to find, plus this angle, angle IBC, plus this angle, angle BCI. All these are interior angles of the triangle. So the sum must be 180 degree. The sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So angle BIC we have to find out. Angle IBC is 27 and a half. BCI is 32 half. 180. So this is angle BIC plus 59. This is 60. 27 half plus 32 half is 60. That means your angle BIC is 180 minus 60, 120 degree. Okay, so this is how you find out the fourth angle, angle BCI. I repeat again, please do not confuse I with the center of the circle. I is not the center of the circle. I is simply the in center of the triangle. Just move on to the next question. Oh, I have only 3 minutes left. Only two questions, huh?